Hey guys, Nightstalker here, and welcome to a brand new episode of Shadowverse, where today I'm finally doing my trials to get into my Master rank. I've been in Master for a while now. I've recorded this video a good while ago. I've been moving, so I postponed really posting it, and I've been kinda slacking on everything, but it's finally here. We're finally doing it. I'm getting my voiceover all sorted out. It was so horrible because I wanted to do a video of doing my trials and then doing like the actual rank, like getting to the trials. And I realized if I had done that, it would be a 30-minute long video, and I personally don't have time to sit at my laptop for 30 minutes and do a voiceover, but this video is a little shorter than 30 minutes. I took about 11 minutes off of it by just putting the trial games, but nonetheless, we're going to go in, we're going to see what I did. I decided to use Anvelt. I wanted to use my Wardhaven deck, because up until this point, Wardhaven has been working extremely well. It's a really good deck all around. I love using it. I'm going to be very sad when it goes away, actually. I'm also using a Dragoncraft deck that Igni made. I don't remember what it's really called, but I'm gonna have a video on that coming out soon, because now that I'm moved out, I'm all set up. I want to start recording more, I want to start streaming more, and yeah, other than that, I want to start doing more, because I'm happy with what I'm doing right now, but I'm not doing a whole lot. I actually want to start getting around to the point where I have a consistent upload schedule and I have a consistent recording day and stuff like that, while also revolving around my new job and stuff like that. I don't remember much about these games, so I can't really say it as like before it happens, but I can go and I can look and I can see what I did. So obviously right now the only thing I'm doing is placing down more and more ward characters so I can get that Anvelt on the board. Obviously evolving Ramiel so I could get that extra play point. And so now I have 5 play points. I have a Ramiel down and I have a Apostle down. So we got 4 more to go on the countdown for the Anvelt. They only have a Rogue Vampire down. They place a Hazan and they go to evolve it. I think this is the one that can attack twice. Yes, this one can attack 2 times per turn, so it's going to go ahead and it's going to take out all of them, while also having Bane and Drain. But we have a Benevolent Blight on our side, so I think that is actually the next card I'm going to use. I don't see why I wouldn't, unless I wanted to get the Wilbert down. So, alright, it looks like, yep, as I thought, we play Benevolent Blight, and we wipe their board. 3 left on our countdown for our Anvelt. And everything is looking good so far. The only thing I dislike about Bloodcraft is the whole Wraith thing. Wraith, however you want to say it. It's very annoying to go against. I'm surprised he only played 1 Rogue Vampire, though. He didn't play anything else. He used 1 play point out of 6, which gave me an opportunity to capitalize here. I think, yep, I'm going to play Wilbert. I'm going to evolve it and take out the Rogue Vampire, I believe. Unless, oh, alright, no, I'm gonna end my turn. Leave the Rogue Vampire up there. Which I guess isn't really such a bad thing. Yeah, it's better to just get the Anvelt down, let the Anvelt take care of it, rather than waste an Evolve Orb. And so Rogue Vampire is gonna go ahead and attack Wilbert, doing 1 damage, leaving him at 5 defense. Place another Rogue Vampire, I think that was their last one. It looks like if he doesn't have anything to banish it, he's probably going to have to use an evolve. Oh, never mind. Night Screech evolves the Forest Bat, and he is able to take out the Wilbert. The Wilbert, however, places down 2 Holy Cavaliers at the start of my next turn, and Anvelt is going to go ahead and wipe the board. So what I think the smart thing to do would be to play Wilbert, play Ramiel and then Wilbert, so that way I have a full board of ward characters. And then that way, no matter what they decide to hit, they'll be doing damage to themselves, because Wilbert's effect allows 2 damage to be done to the enemy leader whenever he strikes a character with ward. So on to his turn, he's got 8 play points. he decides to go Aragavi. I don't really know how to say his name. But when he evolves, he should do a large amount of damage to everyone around him. So therefore that took out my plan for my full ward board, and kind of messed up things a little bit. He's getting a good bit of damage here off with Storm and just general character effects, but I get 2 Holy Cavaliers and I have another Anvil, so playing the Anvil will wipe his board and also give me a little bit more board presence to kind of keep going with the plan I was going with before. Next turn is going to be our turn 10, but I don't think we'll be able to place a Zelgenia. Even though I'm checking it right now, we do have one more. But I remember I used the Ramiel early on, so I will not be able to get my Zelgenia yet. As much as I would like to have the Zelgenia, I'm probably going to use one next turn here. Drawing the third one would be a bit of an inconvenience, but it wouldn't be anything too bad, because I could still clear board here, actually. But I don't want to use that Blind Justice, because Blind Justice would basically give him all his HP back, but at the same time I realize he doesn't have any cards left. He is going to be playing the long draw game, just trying to make sure he has any cards whatsoever, so I figured it wouldn't be a bad idea to use Blind Justice. Or a Sacred Stone Apostle. It seems like I'm going to do that. I'm going to evolve, and I'm going to take out the Scrappy Werewolf. So I have a Zelgenia down on the board, 9 HP, 10 play points. He has 10 play points, but it doesn't appear that he has really anything he could do at this point. He could evolve it all he wants, he can attack my leader, he still isn't going to have enough damage to beat me. So while he takes out my Zelgenia, he goes ahead and attacks my leader. I get my Zelgenia. I'm probably going to attack it with the Zelgenia that's evolved, place my second Zelgenia to get HP back, and Yukari. So that way my leader doesn't take any damage. Okay, no, okay, that was small brain by me. I decided not to attack with the Zelgenia to get the extra damage. I don't know what I was thinking, but I have evolved a little. I know what I'm doing now. I would probably not make a mistake like that again. Yeah. See, he was just able to take out Zelgenia without anything, so now I'm not able to get that extra damage. And he's got Dire Bond down. But I still do have ways of getting HP back, like Benevolent Blight, which gives me, I think, 6 back. And I have a Ra now, so it's basically kind of over at this point. Unless he is able to get an amazing draw, I don't see him really being able to do anything too, like, defensive. He gets the Vampire of Calamity and takes out my Zelgenia, leaving him with 2 defense, which is good for Blackened Scripture, and a Contemptuous Demon, which he evolves. I think Contemptuous Demon is the one that does 1 damage to his leader at the end of the turn. Yep, so that brings him down to 15. So we're going to go ahead and play Ra, and I think I'm going to play Fluffy Angel, just for more board presence. And, yep, some heals. Blackened Scripture could probably be used to take out... Okay. We're gonna use Vengeful Sniper, actually. I don't know why I didn't use Blackened Scripture, because I could have easily just evolved a Ra or something to take out Contemptuous Demon. But I guess I did want to leave more characters with Ward on the board. So, you know, I guess it's more of an in-the-moment thing. You think of what you're doing in the moment and not when you're looking back at it. So, like, seeing as I'm looking back at it, there's a lot of other things I probably would do now, but who knows what I was thinking in the moment. It worked, obviously. Made the game go on a little longer than I would like for it, but what can you really do about it? And who knows, look at that, saving the Blackened Scripture worked out a bit, because now I have a Wilbert, I have a clear board, and I could probably just do whatever I want to, but do I want to do... Yep, alright, yep, I'm gonna do Wilbert. Wilbert's a good card all around, I love using it. It's just the chip damage that you can do with it is amazing, and just all around something I really like to use. So here he could attack it all he wants, he's only going to be hurting himself, because there's appears to be nothing else he could do. So him attacking the Wilbert twice would bring him down to 1 HP with 8 play points. At this point, I highly doubt there's nothing he could really do. When he was at that point where he had no cards whatsoever, he kind of screwed himself over there. Ugh. I'm glad right here that he was only able to use 2 of them and get the storm ability for them, because if he would have got that third one, then it would have been a bit more dicey. But he ended his turn. My Holy Cavaliers came down, I just ended my turn, did 9 damage to his leader because of Ra. And that was my first trial win. You gotta get 2 out of the 3, so I wasn't out of the woods yet. Obviously, I was getting my my battle pass stuff. And there's my first game, getting into Master. I completed my battle pass now, actually, and I also I did some pack openings, and I actually got a Rolla, so it's pretty nice. I don't dislike Rolla. I actually wanted the Rolla card more than anything. I would have cried if I got the Kuon. But going into the second game, it is against a Runecraft. This match was a lot shorter than the first one. First one took about 11 minutes, which, you know, is a normal length for a Shadowverse game. It's nothing too amazing, nothing too wrong. But second game came down, gonna go for the exact same plan as we did the first game. Gonna go ahead, use Anvil, and try to get the Wilbert down for chip damage. And just that's kind of, you know, it. Wash, rinse, repeat, right? So, we're gonna play Ramiel. I already know what I'm doing here. I think I'm going to play the Enchanted Knight next, because I need to find that Anvil as fast as possible. So we're going to try to top deck the Anvil, we're going to try to top deck it, and we're going to try to get it down as fast as we can, because waiting till turn 7 to play it isn't a bad idea, but it's not ideal when you know you could get it down faster. I don't think we find the Anvil. We find a Ra, though, so my plan isn't exactly ruined, but it's not exactly going into fruition the way I wanted it to. But it's whatever at this point. We got what we got, we're going to go with it, and we're gonna try to pull out this win. So they place down a Quixotic Adventurer, and the Dutiful Steed gives it another point of damage and defense, but Blackened Scripture takes out anything with 3 defense or less. So nothing to worry about, we've still got a clear board going into turn 4. They are able to evolve, and I think they're going to evolve that Ramiel, get their extra play point. And that kind of puts us in a weird spot, because it's still the start of the game, but do I want to use the Blind Justice? Do I want to use Blind Justice and Fluffy Angel, or do I just want to go Ra and get my damage right away? And it appears I'm going to go Ra, because I need that damage. So I think what was going through my mind at this time is that Runecraft doesn't really have anything that can be too annoying, so I think I would be okay just having a ward on the board with low HP, while also getting that damage over time, because I still do have Benevolent Blight, I have my Zelgenia, my Fluffy Angel, and my Wilbert. All of my healing cards, basically. I don't have anything to worry about too much, but them taking out the Ra without using an Evolve Orb kind of messes up things, because now I'm down to my last orb, and with them having Quixotic Adventurer evolved, if I were to play Benevolent Blight, I would be leaving 1 unit on the board with 4 attack, and that would be a free 4 damage for them. So I think, against my better judgment, I think I might still use Benevolent Blight. Alright, I was gonna play... I play it safe and play the Wilbert, giving me some chip damage. I thought I was gonna play it risky going into these. I realized I was hovering over... Okay, I don't understand why I did that, but I think it was because Wandering Chef has the ability to do 3 damage to a follower whenever its attack or defense increases. So, I mean, I'm not going to question it too much, but that was a bit dicey. That decision was a bit... oof. But regardless, I'm gonna get some chip damage here. I'm not gonna get too much. They use their last Evolve Orb. So I'm sitting in a very weird position here, having all those followers on that board. I'm actually kind of interested to see what I do. Zelgenia. Okay, I think I'm only going to use Zelgenia. Oof, I hit my mic too. I'm sorry. I did get my Anvelt, so turn 7 Anvelt I could use. I got another, what is that, Sarissa? Yeah. And I got another, I think that, yeah, it's another Zelgenia. So, alright, they have a stacked board. I have a not so stacked board. But I think I'm actually going to do Zelgenia here. Nope. Or, yeah, I did use Zelgenia. I didn't know if I was going to use Anvelt or not. And I could use a Blind Justice to take out, I forget what his name is. Quixotic Adventurer with 4 attack and defense is still on the board. If he is able to find a way to do 3 damage to me, then I will be in massive trouble. The 5th goes down, brings out the Bazi, and the other card down onto the board. He's able to play Vincent, and I'm in a pickle, but not exactly. So I realized I had Benevolent Blight on turn 9, that's healing, and that is also damage, but I will be banishing 1 card, which sadly was an Anvelt. So it's not the best thing to banish, but, you know, it's a sacrifice that had to be made for HP. It's a sacrifice that had to be made, or else I was probably going to lose this game. And knowing I'm in the Master Trials, I don't want to lose this game. It is March 11th right now, at the time of recording, but I'm very close to reaching Grandmaster, so I think just a little bit more grinding, and I might be able to reach Grandmaster by the end of this season, which will be my first time ever reaching Grandmaster. So we're gonna hope for that. We're gonna see how that goes, and I'm gonna try to make it. I want to make it, but with time right now, I don't really see that working out too well. I'm gonna use another Benevolent Blight. Get more HP. I'm gonna attack with the Zelgenia. So therefore I got the 4 damage coming down, and with that and the Raw combined, I think that's a solid dub. Because he's got his own Zelgenia now. He's got it down on the board. If he attacks, he's going to be doing more damage to himself than he'll be doing to me, unless he could get me down to 4 HP here. We're playing Terra Nova, gives him a Scrap Golem and a Clay Golem. Gives them both an extra attack point. Words of Judgment comes down, removes the effects of Zelgenia. And he is going to attack my Zelgenia, ultimately leaving his... He used Terra Nova for nothing, basically, at that point. Because Terra Nova isn't gonna help him... Well, never mind, it did. The 5th comes down and does a massive buff. Was not expecting that, but regardless of anything he could do here, I'm gonna throw down the Anvil. I'm gonna throw down a Yukari. Just make sure his board is still wiped, and I get the win. So, that was my 2nd win out of the 3. So therefore, I got my Master rank finally. It's been a long time coming. Thank you guys for watching. 10 match win streak, would you look at that? I appreciate you all watching. If you could like and subscribe, it means the world to me. I'm going to keep videos coming, try to make a consistent upload schedule. That's all I really got for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see all of you in the next video.